and welcome to this session on understanding colons. So the colon is a little bit different to the semicolon. It's two dots, one on top of the other, and it has several functions. The most common is when it's used to extend a sentence by expanding on a previously mentioned idea. For example, I have two pets, colon, Saucy and Milo. A colon can act like an equal sign because when you use a colon to introduce information, what is on one side of the colon is equal to what is on the other side of the colon. They are the same, except for the fact they're phrased in different ways. So the colon acts like an equal sign in punctuation. Now, a common error with colons is that people use them to introduce a new idea. You cannot do this with a colon. That would be like saying 3 equals 5. They're just different. So, for example, let's have a look at this sentence. There are 3 attributes a successful student must have, colon. If they don't have them, they won't succeed. Now, those two things are actually quite different. But if we changed it like this, the 3 attributes it talks about in the first part of the sentence would need to be listed or explained. For example, there are 3 attributes a successful student must have, colon, determination, application, and perseverance. A new idea should not be added when a colon is used. And importantly, there should be a complete sentence before the colon. After it, there can be just a single word or a phrase or a whole complete sentence again. For example, when I travel, I am going to visit, colon, York, Edinburgh and Leeds, full stop. What's wrong here? Well, before the colon, there's actually only a phrase. In fact, just an intention. She doesn't finish the sentence. When I travel, I am going to visit. Visit where? So how could we correct this? Well, we can make the two halves equate to one another by saying something like, when I travel, I am going to visit some cities, colon, York, Edinburgh and Leeds. Sounds simple, and it is. Just a reminder that you do not need to use a capital letter after a colon, as it has extended your sentence, not started a new one. For example, Spider-Man had an idea, colon, he could start wearing a pink outfit instead of a red one. No need for a capital letter. However, if there is another reason to use a capital letter, you should use one. For example, there was only one hero who could save the day, colon, Wonder Woman. Okay, so no capital letters required unless it's someone's name or a place that needs one anyway. So let's have a look at these errors with colons and see if we can work out why they are incorrect. My arthritis flared up. It was because of the rain. Intriguing. Well, we've actually got two quite different parts of this sentence. My arthritis flared up, and then it was because of the rain. In fact, a better choice of punctuation there might be the semicolon, because those two could be linked. Arthritis can be exacerbated by wet weather, some people believe. So a different choice of punctuation would fix that. She had a collection of craft materials, for example, buttons, lace, and wool. What's wrong here? Well, let's look at where the colon is and what it says in that first part of the sentence. Would that make sense on its own? There we go. The for example isn't needed as it does the same job as the colon. So if you took it out, it would still make